Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So that was weird. I always struggle at the intro because I'm like, don't move around too much. And as I was doing that, my legs like floating like way over there. So I don't know why I felt like doing that. I felt like stretching out that way. So just odd. I felt pulled while doing it, like guided. So I feel like that's going to incorporate into the message somehow. With expansion, right? We're sitting in our little box. We're so contained. We got so much happy energy. And it just wants to open up a bit. So funny. And then from there, we have prosperity. Expansion and prosperity. That's a good foundation. The messages have been pretty intense lately about like sorrow and loss and towers, betrayal. But it all wasn't for nothing. It all had a reason. It all was pretty much just burying dirt on you. But in the end, you turned out to be a seed. And then that seed blossomed. So prosperity. A gift of money is on the way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. Manage your finances with love. So they're bringing me to a time where I came into quite a big lump sum of money. And so I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't want to spend it and regret never making something of it. And so I put it in the bank and I sat on it for so long in just a normal savings account. And I am by no means a financial anything. So if you want advice for yourself, like go to the professionals. This is just a story. I'm a storyteller. So I put this money in the bank and I didn't do anything with it. And it just sat there. And to be honest, it didn't do anything. It didn't collect interest. It didn't do nothing. But what did I do? I like prayed upon it and put energy into it, that this money, because it came to me as such a blessing, that this money, no matter how many hands it touches going forward, every single person will benefit from it. And because I never quite found out what that opportunity was, it just sat there. And then eventually down the road, my friend who is in the finances and stuff, she came and she taught me, and we set it up for like utilizing higher interest and blah blah blah, things like that. And then when it did come time to spend the money, it did. I don't really want to say how I spent it or what I did it with, but literally every single person that was a part of this plan, if they wanted to or not, benefited in some way. So it's saying, manage your finances with love. So if you're having troubles with money, my suggestion is obviously you have your bills and things that you need to pay, but then make sure that you also have savings and fun money too, because you do need to, it's an energy thing. That's what money is. This is an energetic earthly possession. So when you have just, even if it's a normal, it's a tiny savings account or something, when you put in the money there, let it feel good, right? Every time you see the number raise, even if it's by a penny, get excited about that, because the more that you're excited, it's going to attract more of that. Now when it comes to the law of attraction, manifesting and stuff, people just know that rule and they stop there. But there is a need for expansion as well. The money that you have, you think that money will come and fix your problems. But the money is just a piece of paper. It's a piece of metal. Just one second, I'm going to close my door. You left the door open, Mr. Monster. And so, oh, now he wants out. Of course. Mr. Monster, just hold on. And so with this money, I'm going to get Sorry, that scared me. This dog, I tell you, he's just so reactive. Mr. Monster wanted back out and Cooper just busted in that door. Scared the crap out of us. Coopy-Doo, I think you better go lay down. I think that was rude. Okay, what the heck was I just talking about? Let me get back in it. Let me get back in it. Managing your finances with love. Whatever, it's gone. I feel like there was more to it and I really had another message to share, but not meant to be. Cooper, you gotta go. Go. Sorry, guys. So, oh yeah, we were talking about the bank account and how when you see your money kind of rise, and if you put it in like a higher interest rate, and that's the thing, when you pay your bills or you do something, like you got your other one, don't feel bad when you do it. If you feel guilty paying your bills and you hit that send button and you already don't feel good about it, it's going to almost like kind of drain your finances a bit more as well. And what do we want? We want expansion. So it says, spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. And I'm hearing sunshine and rainbows. You're made of sunshine and rainbows. You might have felt like the dark times, the heavy, the dense, the whatever, but that's not your core. That's not your essence. Those are just residual energies that you've picked up along the way. And so the next card we pulled out was balance. It's saying, take time to relax. Indulge in a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. So when it came to the money again, when you spend, you're excited. When you pay your bills, I love paying my bills because, you know, I get to have heat in my house. And, you know, I just helped that company that I'm paying, all those employees go home and help their families. Like, you have to think the trickling down effect of what your money does for you. So anyways, I had this money and I just sat on it and I built it and I just loved it and I was thankful for it and I know how I got it and I worked so hard to get that money, and then that money came as a blessing and a gift. So keep working hard. If you're doing something and you're not seeing the results of it, the way that I came about this money was a complete sideswipe. It was a shock. I didn't know it was coming, but I still went to work every day and did what I was doing, and I did it with joy, and it was hard work. It really was. So take time for more or less. If you are, I mean, sometimes you got to pay your bills and there's no choice, like you have to do it by the due date. But if you're having a bad day and the bill isn't due until later, like tomorrow or something, maybe you can wait until you feel better to hit that send button to pay the bills. I pulled one more card. We got polarity. We got polarity. We got balance. It's saying to expand your prosperity. It is a mind thing. So it's saying integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the laws of polarity. And that's what the money is we keep thinking if I have money that it's going to fix everything. If I had $1 million, I'd pay all my bills and stuff. But it's an energy that needs to be cleaned up. It's the way that you think about your worth and your material outside of yourself. It's how you give and receive to others. It's how you... Money. We think that we need money, but that money is in exchange for your time. Your time was the most precious, valuable thing. And that's what a lot of the time we spend things to save more time for us down the road to do something else. So I am so very distracted in this reading. So I'm hoping that the message does come out clearer. And yes. So one last thing. I got receive in reverse. So how can we get into receiving mode? Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming soon. So, as I mentioned earlier, I had a gift come to me, so unexpected. It was quite a lot of money. And I took that money and multiplied it. It turned into something. It was a little chunk of money and I turned it into so much more. And it's because of that blessings and the energy work and the association tied to money that I really had to work with. I had that money sitting in the bank so many times, and so many times things would come up and I'd be like, oh, I need to spend on this bill. And I could have taken from it, but there was that prayer attached to it. And me paying my phone bill doesn't benefit everybody. But, you know, I had a couple different accounts, right? You have your ones for your bills, right? But just don't pay the bills when you're not feeling happy. That's the main thing. Because it's making you in lack. And then when that lack happens, you now no longer can receive. So I think that a gift is coming to you. You've been working really, really hard. And you don't think that your efforts are being reciprocated or going to show in the end. And so in my story, it came in a different way. So if I had been a bitter person, it wouldn't have happened. If I had focused on, oh, they don't pay me enough, you know, this is not past my pay grade, blah, 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 those kind of things, I wouldn't have got the gift. Because like I said, this gift, this job I was doing at that time really took a lot of mental and emotional energy out of me. But it was very rewarding. And I felt good enough just knowing that I was helping someone. But the universe also was like, hey, you helped someone, now we're going to help you. And then I took that money, prayed on it, blessed it, and multiplied it even more. And then took that abundance and started a pattern for so many people. So let's wrap this up, because I feel like Mr. Monster wants to play. So how do we get into receiving mode? Well, we get into receiving mode when we start to understand the polarity within us. What brings us joy, what doesn't. And how can we shift what we don't like and at least emotionally make it feel a bit better, to have a mental understanding that by paying this, all these wonderful things happen. It is not black or white, it's a merging of the two. And when you do that, you're going to come into balance. And when you come into balance, it's really going to open up new avenues for you and let you spread your wings and soar. And now that you're open and your heart is happy and you're flying, that's when this prosperity is going to come, and it's going to surprise you, they say. Because I think the surprise is not knowing that you shifted the polarities. You see yourself as the negative person, but then through all this work, through all this healing, you've turned into that happy, abundant light. And that's where you no longer resonate at that lack victim mentality. That's the surprise I'm seeing. It's almost like, when did I change? When did I heal? When did I shift? And it really did start with understanding the polarities within yourself. It's not like you go from one to the other. It blends them both. And so that's where that confusion comes from, because you don't feel like you've changed, but you've changed tons. And for those, I'm getting someone who's already gone through all this. Spirit saying, you now see the rewards in front of you. So don't doubt it that it's in your face and that if you deserve this or whatnot, because you've done the inner work and this is our gift for you. Please open up and receive. We give you blessing after blessing after blessing, but if you turn it away because you don't think you deserve it, we don't know how to get it to you. And then for those who aren't quite there, they're saying to look into the polarities, to find that balance, because it really is just a mind shift of how you're feeling when you're dealing with what you deal with. And after you balance and fine tune that, money comes, money goes. It's okay, right? You know that what you do is creating change, and you know that others are there to support you as well. Giving and receiving. Beautiful. We'll leave it there. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.